Hey guys, welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod, and in this video, we are going to cover a very important topic, I think, and it is basically Karate UI automation. So, many of you already know that Karate is very famous right now for the API automation part. But suppose you have a requirement of UI automation also, and you want to mix your UI automation with your APIs. Can you do that in the Karate APIs? Let's figure it out. And they are strongly suggesting that it is possible, and I have tried out. It works very well. So in this video, we are basically learning about why we need the UI automation with the Karate API, and we're gonna do a live make appointment project, which is basically this, making a live appointment with the Karate API, and we're gonna create a feature files end-to-end live project. Let's get started. All right, guys. So let me make myself a little smaller so that you can understand very well, right? If you see, if you first of all, let me give you the direct link. So you can use Karate Core, which is called as Karate Core, and it's a basically UI test automation framework with Karate. And you can use the similar feature file that you have used to create a API automation that I have shown you in the videos. Again, reiterating, guys, this is a part of the series of Karate API testing tutorials, and it's a challenge, guys, where we have basically learning Karate from scratch. We have covered API testing first, and right now we are moving toward the UI automation part. So let's jump into it. And first of all, let me show you what we are going to do. All right, let me log out. So this is a demo Catalan. Catalan, guys. Sorry, I'm just making it up. So this is a demo app where you can basically click on this make appointment. It's a kind of appointment app. You can use a dummy username and password here, and after you click on it, it will basically move to the profile page. I think the username password is I messed up, and click on login button, right? And after that, basically what you can do is that you can make an appointment, you can select some dates and click on it and you have a appointment ready that you can verify, right? So let's do this exercise in the Karate and let's see how you can do it, right? Awesome. Let's move to here, and I'm gonna this is the first thing I have tried. So let me close all of the things. I'm gonna do fresh in front of you guys. So this is the what again now you will be saying that I don't know how to set up this framework that we have done it, right? So I would highly recommend to set up to basically watch the previous videos of API automation where we have set up this framework, right? But it's very straightforward. What you can do is that you can basically use, let me show you, like I I can show you how you can create this project. Okay, so go to Karate Intuit, right? And here search for MVN, right? And this is the archetype that you can use. So this just run this archetype in your command line tool. Make sure you have Maven installed. So make Maven 3.6 version, any one version you can install. And make sure, guys, the first important thing is Java. Make sure you have a Java 1.8. Okay, if I have seen whenever I try to use OpenJDK 15, 11, Java 8, above 18, it starts creating some issues in my system. I'm using Windows, even with the Mac also. I will recommend to go with the Java 1.8 and the Maven install. Okay, so you can install this after running. You will have this structure, kind of a structure uh, where you can create. We have created a feature files here. So basically, you will have this folder. Instead of scroll test, you will have some example, and I have created one feature file. That's it, right? And in the feature file, we have a UI folder that I have created. Okay, so this is the structure that I have already created in the previous video. Make sure you watch that because that will be very helpful, guys. Okay, so you can ignore this part, ignore this file as of now. Okay, so let's create a new feature file, right? I'm going to show you how you can do it. So we're going to take say appointment, right? So let's call it make appointment dot feature. Now again the same name is exists, so I'm gonna say validate, right? All right, so I have empty file, so I'm going to write everything in front of you by seeing the documentation. So first of all, we are using something called as tags in the Karate. So this basically I'm mentioning that I want to run only this feature file because we have, if you see, we have lots of different feature files available in the list, right? I don't want to run all of them, so I want to run only this file. So I have added one tag which is debug tag. So karate starts with a feature, right? And here I can mention that make uh, little typing I will do, guys. So make appointment for the doctor, right? And now you're gonna tab and click on scenario, right? So let's say this is just a login scenario first. Okay, I'm gonna do the login first. So I'm gonna show you login first, and after that we can do it, right? So now the first thing is that we have to navigate to this link. Yes, let me right. This is the link that we want to. So basically, let's go to the home page. We want to navigate to this page, right? The first thing what you can do is that you can call which is called as full screen method. If you go to here, search for full screen because we want to make the full screen, right? Yeah, right. So you can call this function like this. So star, basically the star, or you can write given also here, full screen. Okay, and now let's call a given. Now you can basically mention driver, right? So this is the documentation they have already given here if you want to try out with the first thing, right? So you have to mention driver here, and now in you don't have to type a URL, you have to just type the exact URL that you want to navigate to, right? So now it will open the, by default it will open this URL, right? Now what we need is that we need to basically click on that button, which is this button, right? Let's quickly get the selector for it. Right now, if I right now I think Karate most of the time supports CSS selector, guys. So make sure you select the CSS selector. I don't know if supports as of now XPath, but probably in the future. So you can use it accordingly. Okay. So right now I'm using CSS selector. That's what I'm telling you. I want to click on this button, right? So what I can do is that I can use a command called as and I can click on it, right? So click basically requires you to enter the selector path. So what is the selector? If you see, this is the ID. I'm gonna copy and use hash. So CSS selector hash I have to use, right? Let me make myself here so that you guys can understand little. So now what we have done is that we have opened this URL, we have clicked on it. Now I'm gonna do some copy paste because after that, after clicking this, okay, I think I'm logged in. So let me log out first. So because we want to automate the login first, right? I want to enter. If you let's get the path here. Let me make little big for you guys. This is so selector path here. If you see, we have ID text username already available, right? So here you have to use input, right? So input takes two argument. The first is the selector and what is the value that you want, right? So first of all, the selector is ID, so we can use test username, and this is the John Doe, that the name that we need to pass, right? And I'm gonna copy, paste. And the second selector path, I think it's password, so text password, so you can directly copy paste, right? This is just a copy paste, guys, and this is the password. And make sure you don't forget the hash because this is a CSS selector thing, right? So now I have told open this, click this, click this, click this, and when, so let's see what is happening. And we need to click this button also, guys. So get the button also. What is this button? Login. When click again, I want to click. So this is hash button, right? So when I click this button, then so this is actually I have told you, right? Karate works in a VDD. So we have given and when and then, right? So when I clicked on this button, you can add some assertion. So how you can add assertion? It's very simple. You can use driver.url. It will be, so suppose I have entered the correct username and password. Let's see, we have an appointment screen now, right? So you can say it should equal to this, right? So let's see, I think this is driver.url match. I think we have missed one thing, which is called as match keyword. Hey, spelling of match is right. Okay, cool, right? So we have our first test case ready. Let's quickly run it. And so we're going to use Maven test the karate option debug, right? This I have discussed earlier also in the previous video, so make sure you check out. So I'm going to run the code now and let's see what's happening. Okay, so we have a failure. I think what's happening, driver full screen. Okay, I think we need to uh, do it afterwards. Okay, so these are the things we need to check it. Let's see what the spelling of full screen if we are so you can use full screen directly, I think. hard reload. I think it should work now. Guys, let's use CSC. Let's run it again. Oh, awesome. So if you see, Chrome has opened, and if it is working fine, it will full screen. Okay, it's not full screening, but let's see. We'll use maximize this second time. So right now, if you see, it has opened the URL. Let's wait if what's happening. It's little slow test case. Okay, full screen, guys. It's working. So we have clicked the button now, and we are going to enter username and password. If you see, so right now we are entering it. Little slow, I think. Very slowly typing, but typing very well. And clicked on login, and we have a failure, guys. Let's see what is the failure. Okay, we are using double quotes. I think it's a single quote matching with this, right? Double quotes. Okay, it's a double quote. Okay, very silly mistake, I think. Let's rerun, and instead of full screen, guys, let's use maximize, because full screens is very strange to see this thing. Yeah, let's run it again. And by the way, if you don't know where is your report, it is in target folder, guys. So let it run behind the scene. If you see, reports are getting generated by Chrome sessions. Go with the maximum number, and if you see, there are a couple of things which are generated, and reports are in Surefire reports guide, so you can check it out. Okay, so here, this is the file, right? This is the HTML file we want to see. So you can open in default browser, right? Okay, so right now we have a failure, I think. Okay, let's see. We have a failure because actual is profile.php, but expected is this. Okay, so why this is happening? Let's do one thing. I think this is the issue with the wait. Let's do wait for URL. Okay, so there is a very handy for waiting and expected URL. Okay, they are saying that we'll use it because right now this is not happening for us, right? And we'll basically say like this: wait for a URL, and it takes instead of submit. Very handy for the instead of submit. Okay, when we click this button, wait for the URL. It doesn't take any that thing, right? Let me check. When submit dot click. Okay, so we need to call it like this also. So this is the thing that we have to learn, guys. This is submit dot click, right? Yes. And let's check now, guys. Again, karate has great documentation, I would say, but the problem here is that it's a new framework, so that's why we have lots of hiccups many time. Like, and maximize is working, guys. Now let's see if login button is working. Okay, so still it's appointment, and I think all right, let's check it out again. So then match the driver. Okay, karate DSL submit click button. Okay, you can do this as a wait for you. Okay, so they are saying that instead of that you can use this. Let's it'll use that like this. Instead of when and I'm gonna make this like this, and here we're gonna say this, but we have to click the button, right? I think yes. Okay, so we have to click button, guys. Okay, just bear with me, guys, bear with me. When click, right, and you can mention like and here. So click button, what was the ID of that button? I think I have missed it. Here, go back. You can say log out also. Make ID, I think it's for this was a button. Okay, button login. Cool. Click on it, single this thing, this thing, this thing. BTN hyphen. Okay, man. Bit lots of time. Awesome. So I think we are done. So yeah, let's rerun again, guys. This is that's why we have to run many times. Let's see. But our actually the our username password is getting added, right? At least. So maximize John Doe. Clicking on the button. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. It's working now, I think. Right? Let's refresh the page. Actually, this is all done, guys. Wait for the URL. Cut is fail. Wait for the after three retries. So we are not getting. Okay, what we have added in this? Oh man, these are some silly mistakes. Yeah, guys, copy paste smartly now. Copy paste. Oh, cut paste. Huh? Okay, my okay. I think I have to do like this. Copy paste. Cool guys, I think it will work, and let's see if they have any method to stop the driver. I think we haven't seen, so I don't think there's a method to stop it. Let's move. Oh yeah, I don't think it's required any. Okay, so I think this is enough. Let's rerun, guys. That should pass now. This should pass now. Okay, and the second thing will be homework, guys. But I'm gonna do it in front of you. Let's see if we are able to do it quickly. Okay, okay. Now it's done. Awesome, 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 awesome. Yes. Okay. It's waiting. There are three retries. Okay, what happened? What happened? No result. No result. All right, guys. So if you are someone who's facing the issue with the drivers, right, make sure your drivers are installed in the path correctly. Okay, so they have given the configuration there for the driver configuration. You can use this basically this thing, right? And basically they are mentioning that if you are using a Mac, you can basically create a file with this, or you can add the Chrome driver to the path. So I will suggest you, I think one of the way how to add Google Chrome, how to add anything to the path in Mac or Windows, right? I think you have seen this video probably somewhere, or you can go basically Google it, add Chrome driver to the path, right? I think Stack Overflow has some great answers. You can use this thing, or yeah, right. So I think they will mentioning they will give you the details about how to you can add it on the Mac as well as on the Windows. Okay, so you can do that, do the same thing. I think browser stack also have some documentation, right? Yeah. So basically in Windows, go to environmental variables, click on it, download the Chrome, and basically mention the ID, mention the directory here in the Windows. And in the Mac also, I think there's a particular method of export that you can use. Okay, so make sure you use that. All right, guys. So I think I have mentioned about that by default it supports CSS selector, but if you use slash here, it will support the XPath also. So if you are interested to enter any kind of XPaths, you can do the same thing here. Okay, so you can use instead of entering the CSS selector by XPath also. Okay, so let's jump into the code that we have done. So right now we have navigated it, so we have added clicks, right? And what I have added is one important check, which is basically waiting until the DOM is complete, which basically means that my page is completely loaded, and I have taken the screenshot and I have got the URL as a in my so basically whatever the driver.url right now I have put it into a variable. If I want to use it in a further, I mean to say, right? So right now we are at this screen which is at a appointment, and I have to put this details and click on this book appointment. So let's find the locators for it and let's do the same. Yes, guys. So what we have done after this is just added all the information about it. So basically what we have done is, let me show you again. We have done make appointment. We have logged in afterwards. We have just selected the second one. this one, and here we have entered by send keys. This is actually, if you see, it's a simple input box, so you can use send keys in this case, right? All right, and here we have added a comment. So if you see, I've added pain in the eye, and I'm also, after clicking this button, making this button here, if you see, we'll see comments here. So basically I'm verifying that my text is basically matched or not, right? So this is actually a full test case that we have done. So basically appointment making test case that we have made. And let's do one thing, let's run it. So I have already run it behind the scene, and I'm going to tell you like a couple of things. So we are running right now. If you see, Chrome will open in a bit. Yes, so we'll maximize the window, we'll enter username and password afterwards. So we will enter John Doe password. We'll start selecting the drop down. We'll select the second drop down, enter, and pain in the eye. If you see in the comment, right? I'll take the screenshot, and after that we are done. Right. So this is your report. You can click enter, and after that you can just paste it here, and you can see the report. See, this is the report, and if you want to screenshot, just click on this. You can see the screenshot I'll also added. Right, so this was a quick video about it, guys, where we have basically done our first UI automation test case with Karate AI. I hope you have learned something. Let me reiterate. If you have a problem with the configuring the AP drivers, make sure you add the drivers in the path, right? By using this. So basically, you can use this documentation to do that. Or simpler way will be just Stack Overflow go and add to path. Yes, that will be like very similar. Locators, if you see, I think all of you, if you are using web right now, by default it's a CSS selector, and this is the export that they can talk about, right? The third thing is assertion. So assertion, most of the assertion you will found here in the states. So you can find the text, value, attribute, enabled, exist, optional, locate, locate all, position, all these parameters that you can look around. So probably in the next video we'll basically do some advanced stuff. We'll basically do file upload, proxy setting, distributed testing, and a couple of more other concepts, right? So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching till now, and if you're new to this series, make sure you watch the series guide. This is a series of Karate API testing tutorial. Along with API, we have covered UI automation now also. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.